Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go. It's your boy, Rico No Suave. Yeah, it's your boy, Rico No Suave, everybody. Welcome back to another great episode. And when I talk about great, I talk about greatness of life. And, of course, when it comes to greatness of life, everybody, today is the birthday special. I am super happy. Today is the birthday special. Let's go. Today is a birthday special. You know, one of the things is about having a birthday is knowing that you're going to the next day in life. And when I say the next day, is because you have to start from somewhere to make it another brand new year. I am super happy, and of course, I want to give, a special thanks. Gracias para mis padres, my father, rest in peace. Of course, that made me the person who I am today, and also to my dear mom. They call her Blanche, like the Golden Girls, and I love them both, and, being able to be disciplined and to be able to strive in a house of seeing how they are go-getters, and also just being fun to be around, but also being able to discipline me helps me each year of just, thinking about them, and thinking about the things that I've actually been through within my life. And one thing I do have to say is, my dad didn't take no mess, man. I had to tell you, he really got down on me. And I think about it all the time in regards to a few things of respect, respect, respect. You respect others, and you will get that respect back. If you don't get that respect back, you move on to the people that's going to give you respect so you can respect them as well. And my mom on the emotional side, because I love my mama, she's just the fun, happy go, but also I got a few whippings. I got a few whippings from my mom as well, too. Even the chancleta, she'll throw a little house shoe at me as well if I'm not doing well, but it also helps me to straighten up. And one thing that I love to do is make sure that I am always straightened up to be able to move forward in life. And then I have my friends. And also the rest of my family, my brothers and sisters, that I always have supported as far as anything that I've done, but also for me looking up to them in regards to them being go-getters. So you guys know I got 3 brothers, 2 sisters, right? And I tell you, when it's time to be able to make things happen, we learn everything from the parents. So it's my birthday, everybody, and I'm sticking to it. Let's go! Yeah! All right, everybody, I got to introduce, because it's going to be a fun, feel-packed show for you guys today. And I hope you guys are super ready to have a great time as far as with me as well. So coming up first, this guy has been in my corner. Actually, he was my student as well, too, in dance. But I'm so proud of him as well because I've seen him grow. I have seen him become that model. I call him 007, and when I call him 007, when I first saw him, I was like, man, that 007 photo, bro, is you. You got to be in the movie. You got to be the next 007. But, having that icon and having that image of positivity, but also being that actor and continue striving forward and now doing public speaking, I'm just so happy to be able to see him grow. Guys, put your hands together for none other than my guy, Marquise Martin Hayes. Let's go. Yeah. Coming up next, you already know when it comes down to house music, not everyone understands house music. It's a spiritual thing, a body thing, a soul thing, house music. But one thing about soul music, there's digital to it, and there's a jack to it. Soul, much soul when it comes to this gentleman playing. But one thing I love about this gentleman that I'm going to introduce you guys to is because he just doesn't play just straight commercial. The one thing that I love about him is that he introduces music to other people of other different styles and music that he's producing to get the crowd going. I love him on Facebook. He makes me laugh on Facebook too. Every time I see him do something on Facebook, I just sit back and laugh. He makes my day. Even in my morning, if I figured I'd see something from my man. Everybody put your hands together. None other than DJ Tony Technics. Let's go. Yeah, gentlemen, welcome to the party, man.
Happy birthday, brother.
Welcome to the party.
Yes, I feel like I need those.
Man, how you guys doing, man?
Fantastic, man.
I'm good too.
Yeah.
Keep you warm. It's cold out there.
Oh my
Yes, sir.
God.
Yes, sir. Well, DJ Tony Techniques is you're celebrating a birthday as well, too.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm 21 years old.
Hey. Wait up.
I know.
Hey, it's good to have another Sagittarius, but I always feel like this. My boy Marquise has always been in my corner. I always been in his corner as well too, man. Great to have you on the show as well too, man. Hey,
guess what?
What's up?
So I looked at my birth chart yesterday.
Yes, sir.
I'm a Taurus.
Okay.
But I've got the most of anything Sagittarius.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. So
True story.
Yes, sir.
It's crazy.
That's right.
I like that, man.
Yeah.
I like that. I like to hear that, man. I think when Sagittarius steps in the scene and, people love us, man. People love us and we love them, man. We're easy to love, man. So, man, super happy. Everybody, you already know we have none other than my man Marquise Martin Hayes and my man from Digital. I'm sorry. Soul Jack Digital?
Soul Jack Digital.
Soul Jack Digital, man. I'm sorry. I've got the soul in my heart right now,
That's what it is.
Oh, man. We got some special guests that's going to be showing up later on within the hour, everyone. And yeah, we're going to do the full hour because it's the birthday. Normally, hey, if we go a little bit, late, we'll have to end early. But today it's the birthday special. So super happy to have you brothers here with me, man. And I'm ready to get it on. You ready?
I feel like doing this already, man. I'm like, where we going? It's time. Yeah.
Marquise, let's talk about you. When we talked about panels and we talk about you talking in front of people, there's a lot that you have done besides the acting piece, because now you're speaking to people, not just on LinkedIn, not just on your videos, but you're also starting to do panels. Talk to us in regards to about, your public speaking now. What's going on with that?
It's been there the whole time.
Okay.
What's different, I think, now is this whole social game. I didn't want to play it, to be honest. I just want to post what I want to post.
Yes, sir.
Right.
But when you start to really focus and go, no, this is who I am, and you need to know it, all of a sudden the world just started opening. Between that and my decision, this is what I was born to do, now it's time.
Nice.
I was in Frisco, Texas. I was in Orlando. Just got back from New York. I'm going to Minnesota next week. It's bizarre, but I'm having a great time.
Let's go.
Empowering people, but I'm really just being me. I'm being the you, that's me. Yes. That's why we're brothers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm just showing up, man, empowering people. Sometimes it's around wellness.
Yeah.
That's the luxury I had when I was in New York. I got a chance to work with an entire group over there under Victoria Jen Rodriguez.
Okay.
It was phenomenal, man. It was a room full of Latinas and Latinos.
Yeah.
And we were talking about business, making that money. It was a Secure the Big Bag Summit.
Okay.
And wellness seminar.
Let's go.
And I had the chance to lead a panel of ladies, man, talking about women fertility issues because of not only do I speak, but wellness is also my background.
Right.
So I got to lead that panel and help work with women and empower them in a way that can help them as they move into perimenopause, menopause, and some, even dealt with having lost children and how to work through that. So I got to be a part of that bigger conversation.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
With that piece, because you're also talking about a little bit of trauma, right?
Yeah.
In your speakings that you actually done, even on social media, you do talk a lot about a lot of positive things when it comes to that. But you also flip it as well, too, in regards to here's the problem, here's how you can try and solve it.
Yeah.
When you were actually talking to young ladies like that, were you able to, you knew what the problem was, but how were you able to come around to them when they're going through something like that? What was that?
It's good.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I initially said was, I'm the amateur in the room.
Yeah.
And Victoria Jen is like, you're the professional. Which I appreciate. But, I'm not a woman, so I don't have those issues.
Sure.
But understanding some fundamental things about how the body works, we were just talking about this.
Right.
Yeah.
Living in a country where the food doesn't help us, when they're in it, I do things like, okay, what are you doing right now?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not hydrated. Let's get you hydrated. If you just get hydrated, slowly but surely this can happen. Okay, maybe tonight we're not going to have arroz con dulces. We should probably put that to the side.
Arroz,
I know that's a tough thing to do.
Yes, sir.
But then I explain to them why.
Yeah.
And tell them to pick up a pineapple or some fruit, their favorite fruit, and just sort of get them slowly trying things they know they naturally like.
Yeah.
But secretly what's happening is the body's going, oh, real food, thank you. The cells are like, oh, God, this is refreshing. Instead of us trying to move all this caca out, we're getting nutrients so we can heal.
Yes.
And what tends to happen, not every time, but within a day or two, they're like, I do feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
If I may,
Sure.
I just launched a new company called Fupa Water.
Yes, I saw that. Congratulations. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
Fupa Water.
And so Fupa Water is a mix that came from a detox tea I used to make in the juice bar.
Okay.
That helped people move that excess waste out of the lower abdomen and help protect the fupa from having lots of toxins.
Let's go.
It's good stuff.
Let's go.
Fupa Water is in powder form now. So I'm able to distribute it across the country and empower people in a simple way to add value. Because like you, man.
Yes, sir.
I want people to live their life and have a good time doing it.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
So anything I can do to help alleviate issues,
Yeah.
that's how I got there.
That's
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you, man.
Let's count. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Man, everybody that's actually tuning in, you already know that was the first part because my man Marquise Martin hit the boopa. You know what I mean? We hit the boopa, right? Hey, you got to send something over, man, so we can
Deal.
try it, man. We
Deal.
got to try that for
Deal.
sure. Because definitely, man, I love cheeseburgers, and I know that it's just like that. It's like that.
That's
and
what
I
it
know-
is.
and I-
But the hack is
What is it?
keep doing the good stuff anyway.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to be all or nothing.
Right. Right.
Keep doing the good stuff anyway.
Right. Let's go.
I like that.
I like
That's
that
awesome.
too.
Like, we can do that. See, we can do that. See, that's what I do with the young ladies. I'm like, see, if you just do this too.
Yeah, yeah.
But what happens that's beautiful is over time,
Yeah.
you desire less of the things that the body doesn't recognize as food.
I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
Versus trying to stop,
Yeah.
your body's like, maybe just a little bit this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy because we talk about tacos a lot.
I like tacos.
I feel guilty.
Shoot.
I ate a Polish before this. Yeah, wait a minute.
You might need some fupa water.
Yes, sir.
Tony Techniques, man. So, Tony Techniques, you've been hitting the scene like crazy, man. The scene, and I kind of talked about this before that every time I turn around, I see you. Hey, started with new company, started with new company, or new label, I should say, right? Because it's all about how you produce the music, and I'm proud of you because of that, man. All of the music that you actually produced let's talk about some of them, right? Let's
Yeah.
talk about some of your labels and also you're producing, man. You're in the dungeon, man, doing your thing in the lab. I should say the lab, not the dungeon.
Well, no,
Let's say
the dungeon's
lab.
fine. The dungeon's fine. So I mean, it's funny because I really don't go out. You know, I usually stay in my little studio. I'm working on music and just so many things running in my head. I'm like, you know what? I have this idea for this song, and it's crazy, but I love it because it keeps me busy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know, I've come up with some interesting tracks, house tracks. You know,
Right.
but like with the my last song that came out,
Yeah,
I was so really proud of it because it hit the top 10 on TrackSource, and you know, I was so happy about that. And you know, it's one of those things where I never expected this song to be so popular because I've brought in music before, but nothing like this.
Yeah.
So it was almost like a Frankenstein's monster, I guess you could call it. You know, like yes. So I was proud of it. Definitely proud of it.
Yeah.
Super proud of it.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank
Yes,
you so
sir.
much.
Congrats, brother, for real.
Thank
Hey,
you.
when it's coming down to producing music, because the mind of a DJ is totally different from a mind of a speaker. Like when we're speaking in front of people,
Right.
you deal with beats, we deal with words, and then sometimes you deal with words as well too if you have a
Right.
singer involved, right?
Right.
But I know a lot of the music that I've heard from you is more instrumental, and you have some singing in the background. How do you come up with the beats itself? Because you have a mind of many when it comes to beats. What's the process for Tony
Oh
Techniques?
boy, you know, that's a good question because the way that I work when it comes down to music is I love sampling. I'm not gonna lie, I love
yeah.
to sample music.
Yeah.
And my biggest love is disco music and land music, of
yeah.
course. But disco's my love. So.
Yeah.
I guess it just depends on what song I listen to, and if I listen to something that catches me, I'll take that sample and I'll turn it to a house track, and I go with it and I just add my own instruments and just keep going until I'm like super happy.
Yeah.
Like the funny thing is with certain tracks that I bring out, I can finish it within a couple of hours, or it takes me about maybe a month or so to finish it. Because I'm not happy with the last track there.
Would you call it like OCD?
Pretty
Like
much.
OCD, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm
With
like,
the
I
beats up.
gotta, so I get like that. I'm like, no, I can't. But you know, there are times when I'll work on something and I just put it away because I'm not happy with it,
Yeah.
and I hate doing that. But you know, that happens to everybody.
Sure,
You
sure,
know, so
sure.
It is what it is.
The archives.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the archives. Let's bring it
Yes.
back to the crates.
Yes.
Tony, do you still make? I know since you're making music and things like that, do you ever put your music on vinyl?
You know, I want to.
Okay.
Like I've talked to one of our mutual friends, Numo
Yep.
Dan.
Yep.
And he's like,
Big
we
shout
should bring
out,
out
Numo.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
shout out Numo. But we've talked about it. I want to, but it's expensive to be honest with you. Like there are pressing plants here in the U.S., but you know, if we're talking about 100 records, we're talking about over $1,000 just for 100. Yeah.
Wow.
And if you get that record pressed out in Europe, we're talking about more money. So it's expensive.
Gotcha.
Wow. Yeah. But would I love to do it? Absolutely. I
Yeah.
think that's like the dream, you know, like, hey, I have it on vinyl, bam, I've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it'd be pretty cool. But you never know. Maybe next year, 2025, something different.
Yeah. And I think because, and this is going to be a question for both of you, because there's that public speaking, then after that, there's a party, right?
Yeah.
And there's music that's involved, or a cocktail hour before we have the panel that goes up. But also, you know, we prepare ourselves with music, just like athletes, right? When it comes to, and this is basically for the both of you, when you're ready to prepare yourself for an event,
Yeah.
what is if you had a genre of music that you want to switch between the two, which one would that be to prepare for your whatever you about to go and speak? I'm going to do it even better because it's the birthday. And you know, I'm going to do it even better. You're about to go on stage. It's just you. You're behind the curtain. You know, Tony Techniques say, hey, what do you want to play? What do you want me to play to get you pumped up for everybody in the audience to rock out with you? What genre of music are you picking?
I'm a piano, baby.
Okay.
Straight out of South Africa.
Let's go.
I'm going to hear those drums.
Let's go.
I'm going to feel it in my spirit.
Yeah.
But I did that in New York.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. No questions about it.
Yes, sir.
Second choice, it's going to be salsa.
Yeah, of course. That's salsita.
Some
Yeah,
salsa.
yeah. You already
Moving
yeah.
the shoulders a little bit. Because it just feels good. You
Yes,
know what
sir.
I mean?
Yes, sir.
It's there's a purity with salsa. There's a purity with Amapiano, and my spirit just lights up, man. You can't be still.
Yeah.
You can't be still.
That's awesome.
That's hot. Let's say Tony Techniques. There's always music that you have maybe in the archives that you want to get prepared for. You're ready to go in front of an audience of, let's say, 5,000 or 10,000 people. You're about to get on the stage, and you need to prepare yourself. Let's just say, in the room before you go out to the stage itself, knowing that it's house music itself. Do you have any other genre of music that you would play to get yourself pumped up before you get on that stage?
Old school hip hop.
Let's go.
Old school hip hop.
Now, who would you play? And who would you play?
Man. That's a tough question. I'm not gonna lie. That's a toughie. Because I love a lot of old school hip hop.
What comes to mind? What comes to mind? Like if you were to pick one?
Well, I'm a big fan of Gangstar.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Guru.
Yes, Guru.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
So yeah,
DJ
Gangstar.
Premier.
That was man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was my thing back in the day.
Yes, sir.
But if we're gonna get super pumped up, man, anything West Coast rap.
Okay.
Anything West Coast rap.
Yeah.
Because that just like bumps. It's like. So yeah, I'd go with either or. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I'm like in a chill mood.
Nah, this is what you got to go on stage. You about to be pumped
Okay,
up.
yeah, no.
No, you gotta-
We'll keep it old school hip hop and rap. Yeah, we'll keep it
Hey,
that way.
that's hot because you said something about Gangstar. That was one of my first cassette tapes that I bought.
Really?
The Manifest. These words that I manifest. Yeah, and I have to say, being able to be pumped up with that is hot. Then you got the tribe. You got the beats.
Oh, man,
you got the
yes.
beats coming out. I mean, that's super sick, man. That is super sick.
Definitely.
So, when it comes down to this, man, I'm so glad that you guys are here with me, man, to chat it up because
birthday show.
this comes into two pieces of music and also that keeps us moving, right? And then we got words of wisdom and also to be able to help people in general. Before we take a break, when you actually were talking to certain people, I've had this happen to me. You said your message, right?
Yeah.
You affected people's lives. Have you ever had the crowd not clap and it was just silence because you said some words and it was just like,
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah. To me, it is one of the most beautiful moments because my high is when the light comes on for them, when they discover who they really are, when the self-awareness kicks in.
Yeah.
Bruh,
Let's go.
that's God's in the room.
Yeah.
The God in them, they realize I am that.
Yeah.
I'm here
Yeah.
versus the shadow or the fraction of themselves.
Yeah.
And it is the most fascinating, exhilarating, humbling thing that could ever happen. I just did a training downtown Chicago and over at Midtown. Matter of fact.
Yeah.
It didn't happen today, but someone was about to start crying because they were seeing and discovering themselves in the moment. That's that silence. And it's beautiful, man.
Let's go.
It's nothing like, there's nothing like it.
Let's go.
There's nothing like it. Nothing.
Let's go. Let's go. That's a beautiful thing because I remember doing my Rico No Suave show in my car, right?
Wow.
And then when I did my Rico No Suave show in the car and I was talking about a subject where it became with how to build a relationship within yourself, right? And I'm driving and a young lady called me up and she says, "Hey, Rico, I just want to let you know because I have a disorder in regards to sometimes I get depressed that I want to kill myself." And she was like, "Your message just saved it. saved me. You know, bro, I had to sit in the car for a while because I wasn't there to witness as far as her reaction.
Yeah.
But hearing it over the phone,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Tony Techniques. Last night the DJ saved my life.
Hey.
Hey, I know you got some beats that you saved some people's lives on. When you finished, let's just say a set, you finished a set, you were a crowd of people. What was the reaction like after you finished as far as with people that could have been like, I was depressed before I got here?
You know what? I've always had people like love the sets that I've done before at any club. You know.
Yeah.
I've never had anybody come up and tell me, you know, "F you" or something like that.
Well, that means you did good.
Right? So I think that's a good thing. But no, I mean, I've been blessed to have, you know, people enjoy my sets, whether at the clubs before, on the radio, or even online or whatever, you know. So I guess I could say that, you know, it's been really, really good.
Yeah, nice, nice. I love it, man. I love it. All right, everybody, you already know it's your boy Rico No Suave here with none other than my man Marquise Martin Hayes and DJ Tony Techniques. You already know it's all about the technique, baby. Woo. All right, everybody, we'll be right back in 30 seconds as we go to this commercial. We'll see you right back. All right, everybody, it's your boy Rico No Suave. Oh man, hey, I think somebody called in. I think somebody's calling in right now. I gotta see if this person is in. Let's see who's in there trying to wish me a happy birthday. Who's there?
This is Carlos Moreno Jr. Hey, happy birthday, Papa!
Carlos, what's up, papá? ¿Cómo estamos?
Oh, all the way from Los Angeles to you guys personally. It's so great to be here. I can't believe I'm actually here with you again. It's been a few months, Rico, and it's wonderful to share your birthday here. I'm honored to be here with this amazing talent. I was hearing a little bit as you guys were saying, and I'm very happy. Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you know, Carlos, man, we're so happy to actually thank you for calling in, man, to actually dialing in or zooming in to actually zoom in and say happy birthday, man. But this is really special. Actually, you know, Carlos is a really good friend of mine. And I have to say that, you know, I'm going to be part of his episode. He has Pepitos Mamadas, tú sabes, para mi mexicanos, way, right? So, so he's asked me to be a part of the show, which is going to be in Hollywood, man. And, you know, I'm so happy that Carlos is actually, you know, here as far as this means something to me, right? Because Carlos has, you know, the first time I met him in person, you know, we just kicked it off, but he's such a positive person. And we're definitely rooting for him to be one of those Latino filmmakers that's making it big time in Hollywood, you know? So. Carlos, Carlito. Hey, so tell us what's going on, right? Because I want the world to know. So how's everything going with the filming? And give us an update.
Okay, so the last time we talked to you, we were being considered for an Emmy nomination. I think it was in January, and then everything kind of moved. I don't know how it happens. You know, the universe kind of just pushes you to do it, and we went through the nominating process, and we're getting ready for third season. Well, around that time, people started watching, and one of our good friends, B, introduced us to an amazing platform. And that platform is a Red Coral Universe. So we left the platform.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Papa.
I said we left the platform and the one that we were in before, and we ended up with Red Coral. So Pepito now is exclusively on Red Coral. We're not anywhere else. And the show, they're like small, episodic, under 10-minute mamadas. That's what we call them because they're like funny clips. And for my Latino friends, it's a double entendre. If you know who Pepito is, Pepito is this little. These jokes have been around in our culture for 100 years, and I wanted to share it with the rest of the world, make him a man. And, he has conflict and he has ups and downs like we all do. So then where we are right now is we're getting ready to go into our third season. And then hopefully we'll continue on making it into an actual 30-minute episodic show. So I am pleased that this is my first interview. We just got, I think it was last week, right before Thanksgiving is when we had our initial push through Red Coral University. And it's been great. So this is my official announcement with you guys. And I'm like excited and happy, and I hope that I can grow with the family and with you guys. And of course, I believe you're on episode number 5.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Si, senor. Man, Carlitos, man, I am so happy. You know who's actually tuning in right now? Jose Gringo. Gringo is checking. Yeah, Gringo is checking in. He said it's a funny show, Carlos.
Thank you, Gringo.
And everybody else that's tuning in. Hey, man, I don't want to hold you up, but I want to thank you so much for actually tuning in and coming in. This means a lot to me, man, and I can't wait to do more things as far as with you. And then we'll talk more about Pepito's mamadas.
Does he need an Asian guy?
Hey, bro, we need a DJ, man. We need a DJ.
See?
I got you.
Don't you?
I got you.
We could definitely make that happen. Hey, Carlos, man. Gracias por todo, papá. Gracias por todo. And yeah, man, I'm going to see you soon.
Absolutely. Guys, happy holidays, all right? Take care, guys.
Yes.
And
Happy holidays.
Gracias.
To celebrate your birthday, papa.
Thank you, Chico. Gracias, man. Thank you so much. And nos vemos. I'll talk to you soon, papá.
Saludamos.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Carlos Moreno Jr. That's right. Let's go. Yeah. Everybody, okay, let's keep this party going, man, because time will fly by fast. Everybody, if you didn't know, Carlos Moreno Jr., man, he's, when I first met him once again, he was just such a great guy, man. And
cool.
We met kind of like in what do you call those? Like it's like a meat market in the meat market area, and we was just sitting down talking and just going crazy, and he was just talking about the films that he's doing, but then we just got sidetracked and just started acting silly. You know what I mean?
That's great.
And it was such a great time, man. Such a great time. So thanks, Carlos Moreno Jr., tuning in from Hollywood. I appreciate you and continued success. Let's get back to the program, man. Because, hey, when we're talking about acting and we talk about public speaking.
Yes, sir.
So with the acting piece, so what's going on as far as with that? What have you done since the last time I saw you?
Good question. Man, I just missed the Chicago PD episode in August.
Okay.
I had some speaking engagements booked.
Okay.
I had to drop that. I missed the gig in Utah. I had to drop that. So it's starting to pick back up, which is great.
Okay.
And I just shot a commercial 2 weeks ago for Nationwide. It's on your side.
Right.
That Cat Williams version. Nationwide. It's what it is, man. It's what it is. So that was cool. I was in Columbus shooting a commercial, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ohio?
I was in Columbus,
Ohio. Okay.
Yeah,
nice,
yeah.
my man. Nice. That's awesome, bro.
And then I'm working on a pilot. I'm working on a scissor reel for a pilot that I'm playing with. Got some cats out in LA that are like, get it done. We think we can chop it for you.
Let's go.
So it'll be some fun, man.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I'll meet you there on the red carpet.
Bruh.
I'll meet you there. We gonna be there.
We're going to be there.
We're gonna be
time
there.
and time again.
With the DJ behind us.
Boom.
Yeah.
On the roll.
That's my theme music.
Oh, man, I got you, baby. I got you.
Tony Techniques, man. When it comes down to music, you produced, a song that we definitely, because I wanted to make it a surprise
Oh,
for them.
man.
So you produced a very nice hit song, "Summer in Chicago."
Yeah.
People don't know what summer in Chicago is like unless you've been here. When we have so many
man.
festivals and food festivals and so many things for the communities and things like that. So when we think about summer in Chicago, sometimes the people just think about, Magnificent Mile, let's go shopping. There's so much to do in Chicago when it comes to that. Why did you produce this song, "Summer in Chicago"?
So funny story. So when I first heard this track, this original song,
Sure.
it kind of gave me this flashback of when I was a little kid. Like summers back in the days when you would just go out on the bikes, have fun, before the internet, before cell phones, fun times. It was great. You didn't have to worry about anything. The world revolved around you, So when I first heard this song, I was like, what should I call it? What should I call it? And I kept on listening to it, and I was like, you know what? This reminds me of old school summer here in Chicago. Like back when, you could go to Taste of Chicago, have some fun.
Yep.
Pan American Festival, if you guys remember that.
Pan American. Oh my God.
So all these fun summer events here in Chicago, even though, don't get me wrong, right now they have some of the best summer fests here in Chicago, but it was more of an old school feeling to it.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, you know what? Let me call it Summer in Chicago. Why not? It took me back to my good days,
Let's go.
before DJing, before high school, just fun 6th, 7th, 8th grade times, So
Let's go. Well, speaking of summer in Chicago, we definitely need it right now.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so glad I'm ready to play this song for you guys. Everybody, this is none other than DJ Tony Techniques, "Summer in Chicago." I hope you guys enjoy yourselves on that, because you heard it here on the Rico No Suave show.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Papa.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you.
Man, that was awesome, man. Great
stuff.
job,
Thank you
man.
so much,
Great
guys. Thank
job.
you.
I needed that. I
Oh,
needed
man.
that all day.
Warm
I
you
needed
up
that all
for the
day.
winter, right?
And thank you, everybody, for actually tuning in and saying happy birthday to me. Thank you guys
man.
so much. I
Yes.
really love it.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes.
guys. Love you all. Love you all. So we got another special guest that's coming up. And we got to see who that guy is. I think this guy is from Philly. You know, I think of the Philly
East
boys, that
Coast?
brotherly love. Let's see who's actually there.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Hey.
Papa.
Sir.
What's going on, Daniel Echevarria? ¿Cómo está, papá? He's a talk show host as well, too.
Nice.
Those are Dano. So, Dano. Hey, is it Dano or Dano?
Dono, the latter one.
Dano, right? Yeah, those are Dano. I always get that wrong, but he still likes me. Still, he's cool with me. What's up? What's up, Dano? How are you, man?
Hey, life is amazing. Thank you so much for this opportunity to be on here again. You guys are killing it. I see why you guys were dancing. I know the song was fire and everything, but shoot, when it's in Chicago, you gotta do something to warm up. It's crazy out
Yes,
there.
sir.
For real.
I don't know how y'all do it, yo.
Hey, that's how we do, because I think our weather is similar to where you at right now, right?
Yours might be a tad colder, but yeah, it's about
Yeah.
the same.
It's about the same, right? So, man, welcome to the birthday special, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, you one of my guys that means a lot to me as well, too. And we've always stayed on that positive note. You know, you're always getting that weekly dose. You know, he's always giving that positive vibe, man. So thank you for stopping by, for sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. You know, to everybody out there, I know it may be cold, but you know how we do. We just got to keep going. We always know that when we throw out positive vibes, that's what we always get in return. So to everybody out there, you know, thank you for being a part of this. Make sure you show Rico some love, because y'all don't know, or y'all do know maybe, how much work and he puts into it, the heart and the soul that he
Yeah.
has. So thank you again for this opportunity. And yeah, my birthday was yesterday, December 3rd. So
I know.
Happy birthday!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's another reason why I wanted him to come on, because I wanted to say happy
Feliz
birthday.
cumpleaños.
Feliz cumpleaños,
Feliz
Papa.
cumpleaños.
Yes, sir. Yes,
gracias,
sir.
gracias,
Man.
muchas gracias.
Yeah. Hey, so what did you do for your birthday?
Yo, I actually kept it simple today or yesterday. I went out to eat 2 times. I had lunch and then I had dinner with my mom. She was the best in the world. She was just always making it a point to say, yo, your birthday only comes once a year. So whatever you do, just live it up. And that's for everybody that's watching, right? Live it up
Yes,
on your
sir.
birthday. It only comes once a year, and take full advantage.
right.
Don't just sit at home. Even if you need to take yourself out to eat, go do it. But that's what I did yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what did you eat?
So in the afternoon, I had it was like a sushi place, so like Japanese.
Okay.
And then at night, it was this other place where they had like every kind of cuisine that you would like. It's crazy. They had sushi, they had pizza, they had burgers, everything in between. It was great.
Wow.
Hey,
That's what
I don't
I'm
know
saying,
if you.
yeah.
All in one spot.
Hey, we were talking about, before you came on, my man Marquise, he got this product called Fupa, right? And the Fupa water. So we said, every time we eat something, it's supposed to cleanse you out. Everything we eat, we're going to need that Fupa water to cleanse it out,
I might need 3 bottles of that because the way I've been doing it, I need a week of that, yo. Send them over my way, please.
Right? Right? Oh, man.
Oh, man. Hey.
We got Thanksgiving that just passed, and this is the
Yep.
Right?
order. So, yes, sir.
Got to make room for Christmas.
Yes. And New
Yes,
Year.
sir.
You got to make room for, because Christmas come up and New Year's
Yo.
coming
Yeah.
up. So it's going to be a lot of steak and arroz de todo, man. It's going to be a lot of stuff going on, man. So we're going to be, I think that's going to be the best time for Fupa water.
Yes.
We need to put some stock into that real quick.
Man.
Come on, baby.
Yup.
We'll talk after.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Oh man, hey Daniel, thank you so much, man, for tuning in with us, man. I know you're a busy guy, like always, but continue to do your great things that you're doing every week, man. You guys make sure you go and check him out. It's he got that weekly dose. It's actually on YouTube as well too. So you see his title at the bottom there. So make sure you guys go ahead and show some love to my guy every week. Always giving those positive vibes, having those great guests as well too. So you know it's always great to be able to talk back and forth as far as with him on a positive vibe. So. But it's so great that his birthday was yesterday. You know, and we're celebrating it today. So this one's for you as well, too, Papa. Yes, sir.
Happy birthday, Rico. 25 looks good on you, man.
What's that? What's that?
I said a happy birthday to you, and 25 looks good on you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I think it was just a suit. Yeah, I mean, good.
And now fubu water. Fubu water.
And the fubu water. Restoring the youth.
Yeah, buddy.
There it is.
All right, my man. You take it easy, man. We'll talk soon, my man. But happy birthday to you,
brother.
man. Big sign Sagittarius. We'll see you soon, okay?
Woo.
Yes, sir. Thank you again. I'll see you guys later.
All right,
brother.
Bye.
Ciao. Weekly Dose of Nano, man. Yeah, that was my talk show host, man. It was awesome, man. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for actually tuning in, man. Thank you guys so much for much love here on the Rico No Suave show. This is what we do. We get that positive vibe, and we just keep it going just like that. If you didn't hear the song before, we had my man Daniel on, man. Summer in Chicago. Hey, it's summer in Chicago. It feels like that right now after those beats that we had on here. So, man, all right, gentlemen, let's get back to you real quick. Let's start on you, Tony Techniques. Okay. You know, when it comes to of course, the transition, when it used to come from, we used to play cassette tapes, and then it came from CDs. Then we got vinyl was always in a vinyl, then CDs, right? And then you got digital, right? Putting a little soul in that digital, right? So with that transition, how hard was it, or how often did you practice knowing that you had different types of technology that was coming through? How often did you practice as far as to make sure that when it's time for you to do your set?
Oh boy, because I started on vinyl when I first, started DJing back in '97.
Yeah.
And then from there, I transitioned to CD, and that's when I received pretty much my first Pioneer CDJ 1000s, which were like the standard at that time,
Yeah.
But then when I transitioned into like the whole digital, it was kind of weird, to be honest with you, because everything started on a hard drive on the computer for me.
Okay.
And then it transitioned to just on a regular USB flash drive, and that's it. So it was easier for me though. But to practice on that, it was a little work for me.
Yeah.
It definitely was.
How many hours would you say that? I mean, because you're a guy that focuses. I mean, you focus in regards to. That's why you're really great today, right? Because you stay in the lab.
I'm okay.
It's the lab.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
We heard that.
Right.
I know.
The evidence is here. Right. So because you can be locked in a room and don't realize how time flies when you're focusing, right? So in regards to I don't even know if I should even ask how many hours, because have you ever been in the room and then all of a sudden time fly by fast, next thing you know, it's like, ooh, boy, time to go to bed.
That was me when I was DJing on vinyl and on CD, because I've always been a perfectionist. Like I've never just said, "Hey, F it, this is how it's gonna be," and that's it. I've always, even to this day, I still try to get my DJing up there. I'm still a perfectionist when it comes down to DJing.
Sure.
I learn little things here and there because you never stop learning.
Correct.
I mean, you're always learning with the new technology, and if you stick with just one, whatever it is, you're stuck on there.
Yeah.
That's why usually you see all these people talking about, no, it has to be vinyl. No, it's all digital. Blah, blah, blah. Transition both. Just do both of them. I mean, you're pigeoning yourself into just that one, that one place. And you want to grow with this technology and, just fly out there.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, certain people don't see it that way. And it shouldn't be that way, you know.
Yeah.
Just practice it. It's not going to hurt you.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just going to make you better, and it's going to make you stronger out there.
Do you ever ask? I mean, because of course the youth, right? The young ones that's trying to come up nowadays is all digital with no soul. But so when it comes to that, because you know, I don't want to bring out the secrets, but when it comes down to the youth trying to become you or other legendary DJs itself, there was a time where you guys learned under people, or
Right.
you had mentors that mentor you. Nowadays, it's almost as if the software is doing it for them. What advice can you give to the youth in regards to learning? Because sometimes the software seems like it's
So, I mean,
that solution.
see, this is the thing. Even with the software now,
Yep.
you still have to learn how to blend music.
Okay.
I mean, everybody talks about the whole sync button.
Yep.
But you know, you still have to learn how to find your outros, learn where your intro is, where to blend the song, how to
Yeah.
not to blend vocal on vocal, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So even with the new controllers, even with your laptop, you still have to practice on, you know, how to blend those beats into the other song.
Yeah.
It's still, no matter what, you still have to do that because the software isn't going to do it for you.
Okay.
And if
Okay.
it does, then, you know, I feel really bad for you because
Yeah.
you're going to go to an event where they're not going to have that, and they're not going to allow you to bring your controller. They're not going to allow you to bring your laptop, and they're going to be like, hey, all you need is a flash drive. Just, you know, stick it in the controller and start playing. What are you going to do then?
Right.
So, I mean,
Right.
it makes no sense to, you know, just pigeonhole yourself
Yep.
into one thing.
Yeah.
You know, just learn it. It doesn't hurt. When I was growing up, you know, I didn't have anybody teaching me how to DJ.
Yeah.
So I would take 30 minutes here and there, and you know, try to figure out, okay, how do I blend this song with this song, and what do I do? So I practiced every day because I wanted to be as good or as better as blah 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 DJ, you know. And
Right.
I used to look up to a lot of these DJs, whether it was Bad Boy Bill, whether it was the local DJs in, you know, in my area, whoever.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to be better than them,
Yes, sir.
you know,
Yeah.
because they're good DJs. It's nothing taken away from them,
Yeah.
but you always want to be better
Yeah.
than somebody else.
Yes,
and
sir.
it's not to be cocky either,
No,
because you
no,
know,
no, no, we get it.
nothing wrong being better, but
Right.
you know, that's why I've always been that perfectionist. Like, I have to do this. I have to do this. Like, learn different stuff, you know, and just take it to the next level.
I think Tony Techniques, because there is techniques in hardware, right?
Right.
The techniques, right? And I think there's a technique of you being unique. Dang,
right.
that was bars. I just put some
Yeah.
bars in there. I
It's
just
your
put some
birthday.
I just
What?
put some bars in there.
We gotta get in the studio now. So
Get me in front of that mic. Hey, turn my headphones
I
up.
know, right? Ooh.
I like it.
No, but I that's I think the reason why you trying to be better than other people. It's not that you're trying to be them as far as being arrogant, but I think it's more of a humble style that you have. Your style, man. I'm telling you, I'll tell anybody. I told New Dan, I told Fres, I told all of those guys. I'm like, when I was in the basement and we were in the basement at DJ Dave C, when he came on, you can definitely tell he was definitely unique than the other DJs because of his style and the music that he's playing, and also playing the music he's producing. So, which makes it even better. So, man, big shout out to you on
Thank you,
that,
bro.
man.
Thank
and we
you,
got to do
guys,
it again, man.
Yeah,
We got to
thank
do
you,
that
thank
again.
you.
We got to go to the
Yeah,
basement, man.
absolutely.
We got to find somebody's basement. Try to get Dave C
I
to
know,
open
right?
up his doors so we can go
Just
there.
bring your equipment. We'll get
Yes,
over
sir.
it, right?
Yes, sir. Marquise.
Yes, sir.
Before we get out of here, I got a last question for you, sir.
All right.
Because when it comes to your acting piece, and
Yeah.
you were really heavily on that,
Yeah.
and then of course getting back into it from the public speaking piece,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of a, I don't know if it's a 80-20, I don't know if it's 60-40 balance in regards
Yeah.
to trying to figure out which way that you want to go, because it kind of opens up your talent. How did you get into practicing for public speaking?
Great question. Great question. When I was young, 14 years old, living out in Seattle, first opportunity, got a gig working for the state of Washington at like a fall festival. And I was a rep, and they liked me, and it was kind of like, okay. But that was one of the first times, and it stood out to me that. And then my father, he's always been into network marketing, so I was listening to Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins, and all those guys from like 9, 10 years old. And so having a dream and a passion and wanting to see others win was just part of what was showing up. And then I got some exposure in the church world and started learning a little bit there more. But there was always this underlying thing inside of me. And at 17, I knew I wanted to travel the world and empower people. It was so clear. It was crystal clear.
Oh, that's hard.
That's awesome.
Crystal clear. So even when I went in the church world, I was like, oh, this must just be training ground because I'm trying to touch the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And, you know, now I've had the opportunity. I was in India at the top of the year again this year as well.
Let's
That was
go.
really great. And more opportunities are just starting to show up, man.
Yeah.
And it's more, I think for me, like, yo, if that's it, then what are you doing?
Yeah.
My brother would say it this way. How much are they paying you to not fulfill your dream? And that really got to me. And I began to think to myself, okay, wait a minute. I was born for this.
Yes.
How do I internally position myself for it? Because I didn't say, hey, New York, can I come speak? Or, you know, hey, Frisco, can y'all get me down there? It was none of that. It was like, hold on. This is who I am. This is what I'm going to do.
Yes, sir.
And doors just started popping open more and more and more.
That's awesome.
Plus, you know, I've been traveling
Of
for the
course.
last 6, 7 years,
Yes, sir.
communicating anyway, but
Yes, sir.
doing my thing.
Yeah. Well, I've always saw you doing your thing when it came down to, because you asked me a few questions in regards to, hey, Rico, like, hey, how do we do it this way, right? And then also I'm like, hey, here's what you need to do. Setting you up for success. But you already had the speaking ability, right? When you had the speaking ability, I was watching, I was even liking, I was loving everything that you were doing.
Thank you so much.
Because it was more, I'm saying, listen, you're going to build your followers. You're going to build those unique people of actually, you know, having your, no pun intended, a technique, you know, behind it, right?
Yep.
With soul, right?
Hey!
With soul, right? With soul, right? Because you definitely have that, and you start being creative, and I start just watching that, and I think that continues, kind of what Tony was saying in regards to you continuously practicing your art.
That's right.
Right? You practicing your art
That's right.
itself. India.
Yeah, man.
Oh boy.
A couple years in a row. Got a chance to speak in China, do some training over there. Man, it's been good, man. It's been good. It's been good. But I want to thank you.
Yes, sir.
Because everything you just said is absolutely true. You created the space, as you've done for many of us, to be able to come to you and ask questions.
Yes, sir.
Like,
Thank
I want
you,
to do
man.
this. How do I
Thank
do
you.
this, man? I've been watching, and thank you for that mentorship,
Yes.
man.
Of course,
It
man.
really meant
Of
a lot.
course. All
It really
day.
meant a lot.
Hey, I am always here. Oh, I'll give you that too, right? I'm always here. And I think that's one of the reasons why I love what I do.
Yeah.
To be able to inspire others,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And to be able to have that. You
Yes.
can always call me on the phone. Hey, Rico, what's going on, right? Or just sit down and let's go and grab something to eat. Or let's go and listen to some music, you know, and then we'll
Down to
still
the basement.
talk, right? We'll still
Yeah.
talk, you know. Loop that, Tony. Loop that, right?
Exactly.
And then we just go from there. I think that's the love that I have for people in general.
Yeah, man.
But also people that you believe in each other.
That's right.
Like when you do that,
That's right.
Yep.
you believe. And I think that's one of the reasons why you guys are here with me today,
Yep.
right? And because you guys have been with me for quite some time and
Yeah.
seen what I've done. And a lot of other people, of course, a lot of you guys that's been there for me as well too, man.
Yeah.
But hey, everybody, it's time to get out of here. But I want to make sure. I know.
Too soon.
I know.
So we were
And
having too
time
much
go by
fun.
fast, man. But I also want to thank my producers as well too. They did a
Yeah.
good job. My producers as well
Really?
too. Yeah, my producers and some of my producers that couldn't be here, but my producers rocking it out. My people behind the scenes, man, you know, they've been there as far as through this whole thing, as far as up to my birthday, right? So I appreciate them and everybody else that's actually tuning in. Thank you guys so much, man. You guys are super awesome. So we're gonna actually show your social media real quick. I think we're going to start off whichever one my producer picks first.
Rock,
Tony
paper, scissors?
Techniques,
No.
Mr. Tony Techniques on Facebook. Everybody, make sure you
Yeah,
guys go
thank you,
ahead
guys.
and follow him. Add him. Is it a follow or is it a connect?
So on Facebook, it's either you can add me as a friend or you can just follow me.
Okay.
Either or is fine. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Follow him.
So,
Don't add,
Mr.
don't
Tony
add. I don't want
Techniques,
you spamming Tony Techniques. Hey, can I get a
know.
free download?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like, can I work with you? All right, let's go.
You got to say Rico No Suave show first. You got to say that.
That's right.
All right, let's
Key
go to
word.
that next one, my man. Yes, Marquise Martin
Boom, boom, boom.
Hayes.
Yeah.
Make sure you go and check him out on YouTube,
Yes.
everybody. YouTube is where it's at. Make sure you subscribe to his channel because
Yes.
that's where you'll be able to see new content that's actually coming up and all of that great stuff. Also on Tony Techniques as well, too. When he drops something brand new, you'll be able to see exactly, what he's dropping as well, too. Man, guys, man.
Bro.
It's been a
Rico.
beautiful thing.
Thank you, man.
Man, thank you so
Thank
much
you,
from the bottom of my heart, man. And everybody else, Carlos Moreno Jr. and my man Danielle, thank you so much, Papa. Thank you guys so much for actually tuning in. But before we get out of here, I got to show you guys our social media because we do have social media as well, too. So you guys know how to get in contact with us as well, too. Thank you, Karen Soto, John T. for free. Thank you for so much. Nelly Rivera, Pati Escobar, Ameres Garcia, gracias, Beatrice Davis. Thank you so much. Everybody, Lorenzo, thank you guys so much. I'm going down the list. I know there's a lot of you guys, but thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, man. Thank you so much. All right, here's the first one. Our website. Our website, www.riconosuaveshow.com. Make sure you go and check us out there all the time because we're going to have some great highlights there for you as well, too. Our next one is, bada bing, bada boom. It is at Rico No Suave Show at Instagram. Make sure you go to Instagram and follow us there. All right, here's the next one. We're on Facebook, Rico No Suave Show. Like and love everything that we're doing there. Make sure you go ahead and follow. Go there as well, too. Here's our next one. And it's all about the subscribers, everybody. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe. When we go live, you already know. We're live with you where you can comment, but make sure you share as well, too. All right, here's a couple more. We have Mixcloud.com. Yeah, baby. Rico No Suave Show on Mixcloud.com. I know that's an oldie one, right?
Yeah, buddy.
That's what we did. Yeah, that's what we did. What you call it? Dave C. All right, and last but not least, it's our new partner, everybody. Rico No Suave Show on RedCoralUniverse.com. Make sure you look up Rico No Suave Show, and it will pop up with our past interviews. Everybody, we got to get out of here, man. Thank you guys so much. It's been such a great time with each and every one of you guys here with us, man, celebrating the Sagittarius month. But everybody, until next time, I'll see you next week as we end off the show just like this.